Doing a Sunday ride is one thing, but stepping out and doing a longish ride is another thing altogether. You know you're going to be out on the road for the next 3 days. That thrill is quite palpable.
From here we go via Coorg, Virajpet, Irati, and then to Kannur. I think it's about 5 hours.
This is turning out to be an amusing ride. We put our rain gear away and now it's begun to rain again. You put your rain gear on, it turns sunny. So anyways, we've decided not to stop and just ride, soaking up the rain. Okay, Sridhar.
Okay.
Take care, buddy.
See you. Take care. Have a good one.
Thank you. You take care of yourself. Hi folks, welcome to a ride. It's not a Sunday, it's a Friday, and we are riding out for the weekend. Really looking forward to this. It's been a while that we've been thinking of doing an overnighter. I'm glad that we are finally doing it. Headed to Nelamangala now, 12 kilometers from here, where we will take a left on the Mangalore highway, and then at Channarayapatna take a left and find our way through Coorg and head towards Kannur in Kerala. That's where we are headed this morning. There's a mild drizzle, so it's been a slightly hectic morning. We just met at the Parle G toll here on the Tumkur highway. Only 5 of us riding today. Me, Bell, Griff, Dasetan and Joe. So the plan is to head to Belur Cross for breakfast. I'll vlog enough for you to get a sense of what's happening. So I'm carrying, of course, the cameras with me, the GoPro 10 there, the GoPro 8 here. I've got my 360 here. Seems to be an issue with the mount for the 360. When something is right, something else will go wrong. That's the whole challenge. That's Murphy's Law at work. But anyways, I plan to record a bit here and there and hopefully put this in a vlog series for you. There's going to be plenty of riding, of course, and fingers crossed we also get to taste some good food along the way. So stay tuned for this vlog series. I don't know how many vlogs this will be, 2, 3 or 4, but I think it should be interesting. On to Belur Cross now. Those are the boys riding in front of me. 3 GSs and 1 Tiger 1200. That's the formation that's riding to Kannur this morning. My rain flap had gotten loose. We'll fix it up at the breakfast stop. The biggest pain point when you're doing long rides on this is packing luggage. You have to strap things down, unlike, let's say, in a ADV where you've got large panniers. Out here that's a bit of a problem, so you need to tie down soft luggage, which is not the most convenient. So in a ADV you've got all this space to pack your panniers rather securely, whether you're doing soft luggage or hard boxes. Hopefully it won't rain between now and breakfast, and we should be fine. So if you want to tie down luggage, I found these very good straps called rock straps. I discovered this courtesy Ganesh on the last ride that we did. I was struggling with my bags and he helped me out with these rock straps. Look them up, they're much better than bungees to tie things up, and you get them quite easily now. It's a US product, but made I think in China, and you get about 2 straps for 2,000 rupees, but worth the investment. I picked up 4 the other day just in case. Never ceases to amaze me how people can come on the wrong side of the highway with such impunity. That too in a truck. I think unless these people are fined exorbitantly, they won't learn. Just ridiculous. Amazing to step out after such a long time with the boys. There's Joe Etten on his GS 1250. That was a motorcycle that I was riding. In case you haven't caught the vlogs, do look it up. Das Etten on his 1200 GSA. Bell on his 1250 GSA. And somewhere at the back, the bright lights coming down on us is Griff on his Tiger 1200 Explorer. Doing a Sunday ride is one thing, but stepping out and doing a longish ride is another thing altogether. You know you're going to be out on the road for the next 3 days. That thrill is quite palpable. It's been a while since I've done a 300 plus kilometer ride. So this is going to be about 350 kilometers on a single day. Although I have done much more than that. We've done Bengaluru to Kochi in a day, which is about 500 kilometers or so. But when you've not been riding this long for a fairly long stretch, you do feel a tinge of nervousness. But so far, so good. That is Joe's default position when he's riding, standing. I see him stand more often than sit on the bike. Usually on most days I don't feel hungry at all, but when you're out on a ride and you know you're going to chill over the next 2 days, I guess your stomach too tells you, okay fine, why don't you enjoy your breakfast. We've just crossed the Belur cross toll and Mayura should be somewhere on our left, further up. It's been a long time since we've visited them. They had some renovation going on. Oh god, just ran over some roadkill. Well, here we are, Mayura, for old time's sake. It's been a while since we've visited them here. So Dasida, what's the route now from here?
From here we go via Coorg, Virajpet, Irati, and then to Kannur. I think it's about 5 hours.
5 hours more.
5 hours.
Well, breakfast done and on our way now, heading towards Virajpet. We ride towards Patna, which is I think about roughly 40 odd kilometers from here, and then take a left going towards Virajpet. Swapped my GoPro 10 for the Insta 360. I had a third mount for the Insta 360, but some issue with it. It's a little loose for some reason, and don't want to take a chance. So I've replaced my GoPro 10 with the 360. Get some 360 footage as we are riding out. Breakfast was good. Good idli, good vade. But I think we used to like sitting outside earlier. Mayura had a nice, lovely pergola of sorts. A wedding chowdhury has come up in place of that. So it doesn't have that charm, the atmosphere anymore. From a biker's perspective, we would sit there, watch the motorcycles and have conversations. Right now there are only a couple of tables on the outside, and this one was quite sunny. But the food was very good. The idli was excellent. The vade was fantastic too. And so was the dosa. Catch up with the boys. Why do you come the wrong way? Oh, that's brilliant. I've done about 125 kilometers thus far. We're in a place called Kirisave, en route to Patna, where we will take a left towards Kodagu, towards Coorg. So we could have also done the Mysore road route, but we just felt that this would be a nicer ride, and also they've just closed the expressway to two-wheelers, so we don't know what the scene on the non-expressway would be. It's become cloudy all of a sudden. I hope it doesn't rain down, because I don't have my rain jacket, my rain gear on yet. Fingers crossed. If it stays cloudy like this, perfect. This is the sort of weather that you want to ride in. But I have a feeling that we may see some rain ahead, which is why we're now getting our rain gear on. It began raining there. I don't have my GoPro on because I took it out. Not waterproof with a media mod, and it's very sunny once again. So we just stop now. We're going to turn left towards Virajpet. But one of our buddies has gone ahead, so we're just waiting. It's been a bit of a stop and go. The first 120 kilometers were nice. When it starts to rain, you put on your rain gear and then it becomes bright and sunny. It becomes very hot to wear the rain jacket, so you need to stop again and remove it. I think this goes via Pandavapura. I need to find a gas station because I can only do 50 kilometers or so. We're in Chandrayapatna city. Welcome to Chandrayapatna city. Now to find a fuel pump. This will be okay. Further up.
What is your range?
50. 50 kilometers I'm sure we'll get in the next 5-10 kilometers. I'd never heard of that fuel company before. Didn't want to take a chance. I'm sure we'll get one of the Indian Oil or HP or something like that here in Chandrayapatna. Again it's begun to rain. Oh dear, this rain is playing hide and seek. Worst part. Fuel stop done, back on the road. We still have 5 hours to go. We've not made much progress after breakfast because of the rains and multiple stops. Well, that's always a question that everybody has. How much is the vehicle? They think we're lunatics to be riding a motorcycle that is priced this crazy. I don't blame them for thinking that, but then this is a passion that we have. We enjoy what we do. We have another 5 hours before we reach Kannur. It shows arrival at 3:15. I think taking the break etc. it may be closer to 4 o'clock. Chettalli State Highway. It's actually nice to ride through these state highways, the back highways, because I think it's always more scenic. The main highways are of course faster, but then I think it is a little boring. Whereas out here you've got the fields on both sides, you've got houses, you've got villages that you pass, of course also the occasional cattle and all of that, but then that's part of the experience. Of course you can't make too much time, so you got to ride a little slowly. The sun's back out, but all those water droplets have kind of muddied my windscreen. Should clear it when I stop next. Beautiful silver oak plantation. Beautiful scenes all around, but the road certainly is not in the best of condition. This part, after crossing about 15-20 kilometers after Chandrayapatna, making slow progress. It's a narrow road, not so great in a lot of parts, and then speed breakers all over the place. So one has to trudge along very slowly, carefully. I mean, you can go fast, but certainly if somebody comes up from the side of the road, be it a two-wheeler, a child or somebody, or maybe cattle, you want to have enough time to stop. So therefore I'm in no hurry, just taking it easy. The weather's holding up nicely though. Beautiful cloud cover. We are at Hole Narsipura, the indoor stadium at Hole Narsipura. Oh boy, this is where you miss an ADV, an adventure tourer, on some of these stretches. There the boys are waiting. This is a bit of an off-roading for the fat boy. Bad roads, huh? That's the advantage of having a fat boy in the group of ADV tourers. It's like a speed check. So even if you want to speed up, you got to stop every once in a while. Wait for the fat boy to catch up on roads like these. But the challenge is when you arrive last, you feel guilty about already holding them up, and therefore you don't want to reach for that water. That's right, dude.
Not stopping, let's go. I'm waiting for you.
I'm here. When did you arrive here? 3 minutes ago. Well, this is turning out to be an amusing ride. We put our rain gear away and now it's begun to rain again. You put your rain gear on, it turns sunny. So anyways, we've decided not to stop and just ride, soaking up the rain. Well, actually we are wearing our rain gear again. Oh dear. I just put the rain gear on not even 30 seconds ago. It was raining, cloudy, and look at it now. It's bright and blazing sun. Oh my goodness. Anyway, now we'll ride with this rain gear on only. Too many stops. Too many stops. They will let me now catch up with the boys. They've gone ahead. Well, it turns out that the boys have missed the route. I was coming behind, so I was following the map diligently. I think they missed a turn somewhere. So they're now about 17-20 kilometers behind me. So I'm just waiting for them to catch up out here. This is part of the experience when you're on a ride sometime. The flip side, when you don't take the main highways, when you're going through the country roads. So even if you miss one turn, small little turn there, you won't realize it, and Google will very quickly reorient your direction. So you will not even realize that you missed an important turn. And Google will reorient, give you redirections, and you will think you're continuing on the same old path. So therefore, when you're in a group, always it makes sense to ride close. But you know, on my fat boy, I can only go that fast. And I don't want to push it beyond a certain point. You're on my vlog, it's okay?
Yes, sir.
What are your names?
We see your vlogs every day and every shoot.
Yeah.
And we really enjoy your food, how you explore them.
What are your names?
My name is Tejas.
Shyam Sundar.
Where are you from?
Ramnathpura.
Ramnathpura. So where exactly am I? Tell me that.
Sir, Basavapatna, sir.
Hosapatna.
Baswapatna.
Baswapatna.
Very historical
Sir,
place.
your destination is?
My destination is Kannur.
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 Kerala.
Okay. There is a tomato board in our village.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ
ಬೆಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದಾನೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಮೈಸೂರು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ವಾಲ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಐಟಿಸಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಇದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ.
ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಗೂಗಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಆವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬಂದ್ರಿ. ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಯು. ಗಾಡ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗ್ಲಿ. Well, all's well that ends well. I met a couple of our viewers from a place called Sri Ramapura. I'm told it has a historical significance, and they're kind enough to show us where to go. The boys even have come back. I always believe in one thing, that anything that happens for a reason. So there I was waiting for the boys to come and wondering how I'm going to, you know, spend 15-20 minutes. And these boys come along and they are viewers, and we just were chatting about the place. This has been a very scenic route, but just the odd stretch of bad roads. So the route has been Belur Cross, Chandrayapatna, then we came in towards Hosakere Halli, I think, and now Sri Ramapura, and taking a left, I think we go towards Gonikoppa, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know this area very well. There's a temple in between the river. See you, bye. It's 12 o'clock and it says we have 3.5 hours to go, about 140 odd kilometers. Because we've eaten breakfast, the body is hungry. If I hadn't eaten breakfast, I would have no hunger pangs till about 2:33, or sometimes even beyond that. So all this is tobacco here. So I'm told that's the crop, the cash crop that's in prevalence. So they harvest this, and I'm told now is the time that they harvest it, and it all goes to the tobacco factory in Mysuru. Well, of course, smoking is injurious to health. There's some cauliflower in between all of that. It's always nice to talk to locals and get a sense of the place that you are in. Right? I was so thankful for the two boys, the young lads who came up to me, and they actually passed by and they saw this Harley and they said, let's take a look at the Harley. And then they were rather surprised, shocked to see me. And very friendly chaps. Helped me, you know, pass 20 minutes of my time without even realizing. I was wondering, okay, how now I gotta wait for these guys to come. I'm such a believer in the ways of the Almighty, you know. So grateful. Halaganahalli. One of my favorite things to do when I'm on the road is read all these signposts. My dad would do that, and I would wonder what thrill he gets out of it. And now I'm doing the same thing. I think one of those quirks as you get older. Plenty of areca here. It's nice to see the ecosystem that they have in this field. So they'll have tobacco leaves, they'll have areca, they'll have banana, they'll have some cauliflower somewhere in there. I don't know, I think there's some millets too there. Breathe some of that fresh air. You got the mountains in the distance. Beautiful. This is just so amazing, so cool. Just love this. Well, we just stopped for a bit of a break.
laddu.
Sridhar is not with us in the ride, but his laddus are with us. Well, sustenance on a ride.
He egged me on.
He egged you on. And you laid those eggs.
There you go. That's what he did.
You're smart. You knew that lunch was going to be like
Good source of protein. You never know what you get.
Yeah. Look at this.
What taste?
Dasitan is placing our order for dinner.
Porota and erchi curry.
What about fish?
Fish is sardine and terendi. I don't know what terendi.
Matti fried?
Matti fry. Yeah, matti fry is there. Yes.
Oh, there's one more elephant there. A tusker. From the forest to riding through coffee country. Fish.
Fish, polichadu.
Polichadu. Oh, wonderful.
Only for you.
Lovely. Thank you. What about that's a biryani?